Hello and welcome to Who We Ood, an unofficial Doc 2 watch along podcast. I am one of your hosts, Cameron. I'm here with my co host, Ben. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the first Seventh Doctor adventure, Time in the Rani. But before we get into that, how are you doing today, Ben?
I'm all right. Nothing really super new. It has been a few weeks since we recorded, and
Yes.
we've seen some movies. I got a haircut. We saw the Backrooms together. Did you
Yes, we
love the
did.
Backrooms, Cameron?
No, it was fine.
Yeah.
I've been loving the meme. There's so many memes out there of Ken Parsons being 21 years old
Well,
and
he
like all the
just turned
jokes about it.
21. He was 20.
Yes, yes. But there's so
I
many
think.
jokes about it. Like one did somebody put like there's a Mon Scorsese quote that he did of like he talked about how Kirk Kurosawa when he won the Oscar said, "I don't have too much time left, and I just there's a now starting to learn what cinema can do." And Mon Scorsese was like, "That really meant a lot to me." And somebody just did the same exact quote, but it put it for Kane Parsons turning 21. He's like, "There's only so much time left for me to truly understand cinema."
I know. What's he gonna be when he's 30? He's gonna be all washed up, have like 5 movies under his belt.
Mm. Who knows? He's gonna have a lot of money. So like he's gonna be able to sleep on cash for the rest of his life.
You think? You think he's
Oh yeah.
got infinite money now?
Do you not see how much Backrooms made?
Sure. Yeah, a lot.
Like but again,
Not an
like the part of the
infinite
problems
amount.
with Backrooms is that it
Most of
doesn't
that, I
have a
imagine, is going to is it A24
yeah,
that did Backrooms?
yeah, but he's gonna get a good chunk of money, you know.
And he's already greenlit for a sequel. We will see. Should we have gone to see Obsession instead?
Obsession wasn't playing, I don't think.
It wasn't? Alright, that was
Uh
that weird small theater that had, like,
yeah.
3 screens and 5 movies.
Yes. No, I'm doing good myself. I had to rush to uh the vet ER the other night
Oh.
because the cat ate like like the plastic tags that you get when you have clothes. It's like a T and like a little like
Oh, those thingamabobs.
yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's like a tag on clothes that you just rip it off when you get a new thing
Yeah.
of
It's
clothes.
what it attaches, like
A tag.
yeah.
Um my cat was chewing on it. I then saw her chewing on it and decided, you know what, I should yank it out of her mouth so she doesn't swallow it. When I'm doing this, she's fighting me and is I'm almost choking her. So I decide, you know what, I'm gonna put it down for 2 seconds. In that time, she decides, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna swallow it all. And then she spends the next couple of minutes just going like, like gagging, coughing, and trying to get the thing
Mm.
out of her mouth. Not working. So I decide, you know what, I need to just take her to the emergency vet. So I took her to the emergency vet just for her right when I'm describing it to the people at the front desk to have it right out of her mouth, and I just open up the carrier, yank it out of her mouth, and leave. So a lot of stressful things. At the end of the day, she did not cost me the however many hundreds of dollars it would have costed me. Um,
At least you
but the
didn't
annoyance
yeah.
is there.
Wow. Cats are interesting.
Oh, they definitely are. Definitely like when a cat is like how young my cat is, which is just like turning 1 years old, but she also was like a rescue. So I don't think she's not mentally, she's not 1 years old. She's still a couple, she's a couple of months behind
Yeah.
developmentally wise. So like I have to deal with stuff like this for the time being. Hopefully she outgrows it. We'll see if she just is a stupid cat for the rest of her life. But talking about stupid things, man.
Guess? Yeah.
Time in the Rani. So Ben, give us the credits.
Well, first it was broadcast September 7th through September 28th, 1987 on BBC One. This was written once again, third story in a row
And
by
final.
and final. Do they not come back
No.
ever?
Oh God, no.
But
If
good
you are
old
Andrew Cotmel coming, you're gonna talk about him in two couple of seconds. Would you commission them to write another script for this show?
probably not. But it's Pippin Jane Baker. uh, who did Mark of the Rani, the Rani's previous appearance, as well as Terror of the Verivoids and Part 14 of The Ultimate Foe. Directed by Andrew Morgan, who will do Remembrance of the Daleks next season.
So very funny that he does the best and worst Seventh Doctor story.
Yes. Produced still by John Nathan Turner, who I watched the end of the Sixth Doctor and the beginning of the Seventh Doctor Clever Dick Films thing, so I know
Yeah.
a little bit of the backstory now, where he's like, "All right, I'm done." Well, no, you're not done. We still
Yeah.
he was trying to do a deal, and he got the short end of the stick, and he's still producer.
Him staying as producer is not entirely on him. He did want to leave the show, but the show was never in the right stage for him to leave it. But what the show really needed was for him to leave, but he couldn't leave it because the show would die if he did left. So
So we got 3 more seasons. Any more notable behind the scenes?
uh,
I
you're
mean,
forgetting Andrew Cotmel. It's his first story as script editor.
oh, yeah.
Um, and he joins the show. He's a young kid. I think he's in his 20s at that point. Do some quick math. Yeah, he's 29. So very young to get the BBC script editing position for a drama show. He has no television experience, or at least almost no television experience up to this point. He was originally a computer guy, but then went on to be a writer and decided to do TV side of things. John Nathan Tyre hires him. One of the famous things about this is that I forget the exact quote, but he said something along the lines in the interview that like JNT asked him like, what's your hopes and goals out of being the script editor for Doctor Who?" And his response was he wanted to take down the British government. So he has this kind of, even though he's a nerd with like this computer background, he is kind of has a punk rock mentality to him as well.
Hmm.
Which is kind of, you will see in his era. But for this story, of course, says that he has been very out there saying that he does not like this story, and said this is a quote that he said, "This is a story which wasn't about anything, and frustratingly, it was Sylvester McCoy's debut." He also said that uh, people among the cast and crew also disliked the script, including John Nathan Turner himself. So, not favorably, because of course he doesn't commission this script and doesn't really have any input in the script because he's hired as a script editor when this is in production. So, or at least if it wasn't in production, it was like the script's already commissioned, so he really can't do much as editor. Um, I don't think he had any time or anything to rewrite these scripts. So I think these are just what Pip and Jane Baker would have wrote.
I believe according to the Clever Dick Films video, they wrote this essentially for the Sixth Doctor, and then they gave them the Sylvester McCoy audition tape and said, "All right, tweak it for this guy." And that's what we got. Very last kind of minute, we got to go into production right now.
Yeah, which has happened so much in Doctor Who because it is what it is.
It is technically what it is.
So give us a synopsis, Ben, of Time of the Rani.
I'm just gonna pull. I have the TARDIS wiki pulled up right here, so I'm just gonna read that. The Rani has returned after her last encounter with the Doctor with yet another malicious scientific scheme, taking advantage of the post-regenerative trauma the recently regenerated and unstable Doctor is going through. The Rani hopes to achieve control of an approaching asteroid composed entirely of strange matter. Can the Doctor figure out he's being used for the Rani's evil experiment? And what is behind the door the Rani won't allow the Doctor past? Dun dun.
Ooh.
I think to kind of go in order a little bit might make
Yeah.
sense. Where we have another rare cold open. Last season, we got a cold open of the most beautiful model shot you've ever seen. Now we get this cold open of 80s CGI.
Yes, which is this is the first story in all of Doctor Who. It took up until 1987 to get introduced to CGI.
Yes. So we see a CGI TARDIS being bombarded by CGI energy blasts,
Yes.
and they have to make an emergency landing, or they crash or something. And the Rani and her goon come in to see Mel and the doctor on the ground, and they turn over the doctor, and bam, regenerates, and now he's number 7.
Yes. And of course, also in this, it's good to point out that it's not Colin or even a body double. It's just Sylvester and Colin's suit. So it's
Yeah.
it's very much like you don't buy at all there's a regeneration. It's just like oh, yep, his face is revealed.
So how does Colin die? Is it just like does he like hit his head on the console? Is it like a
Yeah.
car crash? Like,
Who knows? Mel is fine. Doesn't even Mel doesn't have a scratch on her body.
but it's such a traumatic landing that he dies
Yes.
essentially.
I would imagine he hit his head on the console. That's probably what did it.
What a way to go.
For
Poor guy.
the sixth doctor, he hit his head on the TARDIS.
And then bam, new intro, new music.
No, 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 no. There's an iconic line. The Rani says, "Take the man, leave the girl. It's the man I want."
Sure.
What? It's an iconic line.
I'll take your word for it. But then bam, CGI intro, new music,
Yes,
silver-faced Sylvester McCoy.
yes.
What do we think of the new intro?
Which I would say this is an intro that is up there as the most controversial of all of them. You either love it or you hate it. I am in a camp of I grew up on, in particular, Remembrance of the Daleks. So this is very nostalgic for me. I love it to death. I love that I am one of those camps that loves it because it's an adventure. The TARDIS is going through, it has like the little like shield on it, and then it's going through the asteroid belt, and like it's fun. I love it. I love when the intro is like a little adventure. And this is the first time where we get that. And even though the theme is very much like it's not as like it's how to describe it. It's less synthy than the other 80s ones. It's more electronic
Yeah.
than them. It feels much more like an late 80s theme than an
I mean,
early
it
80s theme.
is.
But like, yeah, it fits its time, I would say. And yeah, I like it personally. I know that you said in the past that you weren't as much of a fan of it.
Having watched it a couple times now, it's grown on me a little bit. I like conceptually and like I think the TARDIS in the bubble looks good.
Yeah.
I like Sylvester and his smile.
Which I do want to point out, so we don't forget to point it out. Torres Task Wiki, Sylvester McCoy's face and hair was painted silver. The designer then revealed 23 years later that this was not necessary. He did not tell the producers of this at all at any time.
I wanna say I read an anecdote somewhere where they had it normal, and the guys making the intro said, "Oh, it'd be good if his face was silver." And so he just went home, he painted himself silver, took a bunch of photos, and said, "Here you go," and said, "Okay, I guess we'll use them."
But it's like it's so funny because you probably could have just like used like a silver like lens filter on it or like something like that and just got the same effect.
Yeah.
But no, let's just paint him silver.
Yeah, and I think the music is good. Better than season 22 or 23. I don't think I like it as much as season 22, just musically, but it's good. I think the asteroids look kinda not good, but the TARDIS in the bubble is good.
I like how it starts and ends with an explosion. It's big.
Yeah, and it's like a little adventure.
It also it feels very much like it's now approaching that point where like I could imagine this on PBS. You know, I can't imagine the other theme songs on PBS. I could imagine this theme song and the credits and stuff. I could imagine on a Saturday morning on PBS watching this. Maybe it's probably because it's getting to that more of that era of where it's getting closer to when we were born, maybe?
Distantly.
But, it's
I
still
was still, negative
comparatively
15.
but still not -20, Ben. Like, and what do you think of the logo, Ben? Because again, the logo is another thing that's very controversial as well.
Logo, I think, is the weakest point. I do not. I mean, to be fair, I don't really love the neon sign logos either that much.
Yeah.
I think
I like the
of the
Who.
logos we've had so far, though I don't like that the Who is 3D. I think the type is okay, but
Yeah.
having I don't know. It's off. It's uneven, unbalanced.
Yeah. I think having it to be 2 different fonts does kinda make it a little bit weird.
Even if it was just Doctor and then Who versus
Yeah.
Doctor Who, it it's a little off.
But I do like that The Who. I think that The Who looks good. But then again, it does kinda feel out of place with the rest of the theme because the rest of the intro is so, like, purple and blue, and then out of nowhere, we get, like, this red and yellow and orange. I wish that maybe it feels like the teams weren't communicating of that was designing it because I really like the blues and the purples of the intro, and if we got that more reflective in the actual titles, that maybe would have been nice.
It's definitely 80s.
Yes. Yes, it is. And ironically, this is a logo that stays with the show, but then doesn't really. This is the new version novels keeps this logo. But then there's other expanded media stuff in the Wilderness era that just goes back to like the third Doctor logo.
Yeah, and that we have, like, the, Virgin Missing Adventures, which are a silver version of the diamond
Yeah.
logo, and it's eh.
I like it, but it's not my favorite. It's I think it's my favorite of the 80s, but like you said, I don't think any of the 80s is that great. Especially it's a shame because the 2 in the 70s are really good. Both of those are iconic in its own different ways. Both of them they brought back, which proves the point.
What about the 60s logos? Do you like the 60s logos?
They're not as good as the 70s ones. The 2 70s ones that just hit different, dude.
It's incredibly off topic. Do you like
Ben, we
the
had we had like 20 minutes in this
I
episode,
know.
and we haven't even gotten to the
Do
episode.
you like the series 1 through 4 logo? The really long, skinny
See,
guy.
even though that's my era that I grew up with, it's not the one that I love. It's not my favorite. There's something about that. You know what I don't like about it, Ben? I don't like that the orange. I don't like it's orange and flamey. It's like that's not Doctor Who. Doctor Who should be like it's either white or it's blue. But then again,
Yeah,
I like the 70s one is the Tom Baker's one is also that. But then Tom Baker's one looks the best when it is blue.
yeah.
So it's just like I like my Doctor Who logo is blue. Yeah, that's why. Oh, blue or white.
Yeah, Doctor Who is blue. It's not red.
Yeah.
Blue or purple. But back to Time in the Rani. What to talk about first?
Well, do you want to do general thoughts or do you want to do Seventh Doctor?
I feel like my thoughts about the Doctor and my thoughts about this story are very different.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, what do you want to do first?
Let's talk about the Doctor because that's more
Okay.
interesting. What happens in Time of the Rani is not that interesting, but we have a new Doctor, which makes the
Yes.
story worth talking about.
But of course, always like every first episode of a Doctor, it's always kind of weird just because you're not getting the full picture because he has a little bit of regeneration
Yeah,
sickness.
I feel like he feels the least sick.
Well, like
Like
those
I feel
first like
like
2 parts, he has that regeneration sickness, and that third part he
he's
becomes
got
like
the
the
amnesia
Doctor.
stuff going on, but that's mostly the Ronnie messing with him.
Yeah.
And I feel like he doesn't have mood swings or and he's not like 6 or he's not
No,
like cripplingly ill like 5.
he's just very goofy,
Yes.
very
This so
very
yeah, to
goofy.
talk about the Doctor, um, definitely feels inspired by Patrick Troughton. Um,
Is that partly just because he is also a little man? Patrick Shannon was a little man, and they're both very little men.
like, short?
Oh yeah,
Could be,
but also
but
I say that, but they're very comedic.
oh, yes. Definitely leaning into a comedic element, almost like I would describe it as, like, buffoonery. He's doing,
Yeah,
falls and flips and whoa, um,
don't forget the spoons, Ben.
and he's a silly little guy. Um, though my understanding is this is expanded on more. You can also, like Pat, you can never tell how genuine is the silliness.
Yeah,
Is he is definitely the Doctor, so he's secretly or not so secretly a genius, but
yeah.
there's a interesting dichotomy there. Um, and I enjoyed him here quite a bit. Um, this might be a Pip and Jane thing and not a uh Seventh Doctor thing because I have watched Paradise Towers and he doesn't do that here. But he has a lot of misquoted sayings, which
Yeah.
I got a kick out of.
No, that's just a Pip and Jane Baker thing. But also, I have not. I for reference, people, I have seen a good majority of season 24 and 25. Sorry, I've seen a good majority of 25 and 26, but have not seen anything of 24. So I'm going blind in this first season of Sylvester McCoy, which of course that's the whole thing about Sylvester McCoy's Doctor is that this first season he's much more comedic and then gets more darker. So seeing him be this comedic it's kinda jarring. It's kind of like, where is my 7th Doctor that I know?
Does he really feel like that different of a character?
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, he still always has that comedic side to him, but, like, there's an evilness. Not e well, like, I shouldn't say evilness, but, like, there is a dark side to the 7th Doctor.
How
Like,
dark are we
you
talking?
oh, bro, the 7th Doctor might be the darkest of all the Doctors. Get yourself,
What does he
ready.
even mean to be dark? Like, does he kill people?
Trust your way, bro.
What does that mean?
Let's just say you don't wanna mess with the 7th Doctor.
Okay.
He's in that the 7th Doctor is in that camp of, "I do not wanna travel with you" camp. You know, there's a couple of them there's a couple of doctors that you would like to, and there's some that you don't. I think I've talked about this before. It's like, yes, John Pertwee, I would travel with John Pertwee. Tom Baker, I'm not traveling with Tom Baker. Tom Baker would leave me dead probably. I don't trust that guy at all. Peter Davison, even though one of his companions dies, I'm gonna follow him along because he's a friendly guy.
Yeah, he'll take care of
Colin,
ya.
definitely not. And then Sylvester, season 24 Sylvester, probably, but season 25, 26, I'm good.
What kinda hell does Ace go through?
Like, she goes through a lot of trauma, dude. Just you wait. Um, but yeah, like I think he is good this story, even though I think that he gets a lot to do that first 2 episodes, especially that first episode. He gets a lot to do. Shows off all of his comedic side. But then, like, he doesn't get that much to show off in those final 2 parts just because the story takes over there, and then that's when the story really becomes really boring because you're like, well, that's your more general thoughts, but, like, you know what I'm saying, though, is that he's not giving it's not time for him to be like, "Alright, now be the goofball," where in the first 2 parts, he is given that time just to be the goofball. And he's very good when he is that goofball, like you said, like the comedian, the jokester, playing the spoons on Bonnie, not Bonnie Langford, playing the spoons on Kate Mara, trying pretending to be Bonnie Langford. It's great. But again, the story kind of doesn't do him a service just because the script isn't good.
Yes.
Shocker.
Crazy.
So Ben, the Seventh Doctor. We now talked about him. Now let's talk about the costume. What did you think of the Seventh Doctor's costume? Because again, just like the titles and the intro, very controversial.
I think it works. It's hard to describe. It's like a
It's not
mix of
the Colin
everything.
Baker's outfit, so it's automatically
I
better.
mean,
Is that
sure.
what you're gonna say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a little bit plain like Davison's, but it's got a little bit more of a gentlemanly regality to it, like Pertwee,
Except for one key thing.
except for the question mark jumper.
Yes. Which of course, love this it's like if you had a problem with just having question marks on the collar, just you wait. John Nathan Turner was like, hold the phone. Let me put question marks as much as possible.
I think it's fine. It looks good. He pulls it
I
off.
I I am I'm the camp of I actually really like his outfit. I think it looks very good. I think like you said, it's a good in between of the simpleness and the gentleness of the Fifth Doctor, with a little bit of that zaniness with the question marks. And good to point out, the hat, Ben,
Yes.
it's Sylvester McCoy's hat. He auditioned with that hat.
They just liked it that much?
They were like, Does the hat come with you?" And he says, "Yes." So he got the role.
It has to be the hat that won him the part.
I am in the camp also of I like his season 26 outfit better. I like the brown coat. I think the brown coat looks better than the tan coat.
Got a little bit of a scarf action.
Yes.
He's kinda like a little bit of everything that worked from the previous Doctors. Many Doctors.
Yes. Good to also point out this is I guess it's time to talk about it, is like he got the role really interestingly. I don't know if you watched that part of the Clever Dicks film video, but like they auditioned like three people and the other two people basically weren't the right fit and he was automatically the right fit. And you watch that audition, you're like, oh no, he is automatically is like it works. It's automatically just great. Highly recommend watching that. You can probably find that on YouTube somewhere.
I guess general thoughts then before we go
Okay.
into more specifics. What did you
All
think
right.
of Time in the Rani?
So you remember how we always say that like Doctor Who is a very reactionary show. So this I would say is very reactionary against Eric Sayward's Doctor Who, right? Eric Sayward's Doctor Who is you're questioning who is this for? It's very dark. It's very much a doubt for some reason, and the subject matter is not friendly. Time of the Rani is very friendly. It's very much a kids show, kids show. This I'm talking like this isn't for even teenagers. This is for children that are like in the single digits. Like I feel like a 6-year-old might love Time of the Rani just because it's like it's very friendly and it's very much like there's nothing scary about Time of the Rani. You got something a little bit scary, but it's nothing like too
I
scary.
would say there's scary stuff. There's a giant pulsating brain. There's giant balls that you get
Ben,
trapped in.
we're talking about a show that 2 seasons ago, there was this character that was turning into a Dalek, and it was mutating into a Dalek and telling their daughter, "If you ever loved me, to kill me, kill me." And
I
you're talking about,
guess.
"Ooh, the big scary brain might be scary."
And the ball that explodes and turns you instantly into a skeleton after it
Like
goes boing, boing.
but it's very child friendly horror where it's not like Eric Sayward where we're gonna have an acid bath.
Yeah. I guess it is. And killer bees, Cam, killer bees.
Again, that's very much in elementary school horror. Um, and it's just like it's part of the problem is also it's a very simple story. Um, it like literally all it is the Ronnie just wants to get the genius's brains to build a big brain.
Yes.
And it's like it's kind of it's but then the problem is it's similar to the past couple of Pip and Jane Baker stories where it's a little bit too convoluted for how simple it is because there's so much there's so much convoluted jargon in it that you kind of like what is the Ronnie's master plan? I don't know. All I know is she wants the big brain to be able to discover the discover something that's
She
going to be bad.
wants the brain to think of a way to fire a rocket at the right angle on a asteroid made of strange matter so that the strange matter breaks up in this planet's atmosphere, reacting
Like
with the atmosphere, turning it into like some kind of ultimate. I know it's not it, but I don't know what it actually is. I'm gonna say ultimate time machine, where she's like the master of all time and space. It's way too convoluted.
it's so convoluted. Oh, what it is at the end of the day, just she wants to make a big brain. She wants
Yes.
to make the mega brain. Um, and then just before you go, do also just want to point out Kate Mara is really good this episode. I gotta give her credit. Some of the highlights of this episode is her pretending to be Bonnie Langford, doing the best Bonnie Langford expression that she can do. Um,
But
but
why?
again, this story really only peaks in that first episode, which isn't really that good. But the story really goes downhill after that.
Yeah.
What do you think of it, Ben?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, going into it. I knew it was like bottom of the barrel. It's not unwatchable. It's not great.
No.
Again, like a time dilemma to a lesser extent. A new doctor means automatically interesting. And I do enjoy the doctor here, so that helps. Mel is still not working for me.
Yes.
And this story, Mel and the doctor are apart a lot,
Oh yeah.
which does two things. One, I still don't really care about this girl. I don't care about the things she does with the aliens. I just want to see what the doctor's up to. It's failing the companion test.
Yes.
And then two, the Mel and this new doctor don't really have much opportunity to bond, to figure out a dynamic. So as we end up with these two people that don't seem like they really care about each other
Yeah.
that much. I mean, I guess Mel says she screams a lot for the doctor's behalf, but like
Oh, she screams so much this episode.
so much.
Like it's definitely in that camp of like if you took a shot every time she screamed, you would just die.
Hoping that they have some time to build a repertoire further down the line before she's. I mean, honestly, we're halfway through her run now as Mel, and I don't really know who she is and what she stands for.
Hey, she's a computer programmer and she's got a photogenic memory.
Sure, I
And she
guess.
screams.
She's just a worse Zoe, though, who's also a computery gal
Yeah.
with perfect memory.
That was also 20 years ago and also was not that great of a character.
Hey, she's good. She beats people up.
Yeah, no, that I like her, but I'm just saying her character is not great.
I mean, sure, she was a woman in the 60s.
Yeah,
They
no,
did
so
the
but
best
I'm
they
just saying
could.
we should Ben, we should have grown more in 20 years is what I'm saying. And like we've talked about, I think we both like Zoe more. So it's like we've gone backwards here.
Hasn't been a good run of companions.
No. And yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame. And like the worst thing I would say about Time in the Rani is that it's similar to Twin Dilemma in the respect of imagine, Ben, you stop watching Doctor Who during Colin Baker's and you're like, I don't like this Colin Baker guy. You say, okay, Sylvester McCoy. All right, I'm interested. What are they going to do with Sylvester McCoy? You put on Time of the Ronnie. You could pop in and you go, oh, hell no. And you dip out and you never watch Doctor Who until it comes back in 2005. That's probably happened to a lot of people.
Yeah. It's not as bad of a first impression, but it's not enough to sell you on the future of the show for sure.
It it's not a bad impression of Sylvester McCoy. Like
But the
Twin Dilemma is a
show,
bad
yes.
impression on of Colin Baker's Doctor. This is a bad impression of the show.
Yeah.
It's just you just like it's very cheap. It's very like just surface level. There's nothing interesting going on in Time of the Rani, so it's just like It's just not great.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Going back to Mel, even
Yeah.
the, like, every doctor has an outfit try-on scene. We don't
Yeah.
get that with Mel, we get that with the Rani pretending to be Mel. That little bit of
Yeah.
early characterization. No, she doesn't get to be there.
Like, it that is a shame. I do like Kate Mara playing the Ronnie playing Mel.
I almost was w like, why don't they just have Bonnie Langford do it? Like, it could be a perfect
Yeah.
disguise of, "Oh, that's just Bonnie Langford,"
Well, part of it is that
rather
Kate
than
you have to remember the behind the scenes, right?
yeah.
At this time, Kate Mara is a big star. She was on an American show called Dynasty, which is an American soap opera. So that's why she's in it so much.
I thought Kate O'Mara was still alive. Is
No,
it a
she
different
died.
woman who plays the Rani?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this, Ben. Timelets can regenerate.
That's crazy. It's like the same person played by a different actor?
But like to put it in perspective, it also this story we didn't talk about the viewing figures, but it did not do good, man.
No.
Even though it has a new doctor, it only got 5.1 viewers, dipping in the second episode to being 4.2 viewers,
Oof.
which is this is the start of the end of when it comes to the viewing figures of Doctor Who, because that's not good. Remember, just a couple of seasons ago, it was getting like 7 to 8.
But it still goes on for 3 more seasons. 3 more years. Would this story have been better with Colin?
No, it's just a bad story. That's the part of the problem with it. It's just not a good. It's not a good script. It's like when I have to say it's worse than Terror of the Vervoids, that's not good, Ben. And like the problem is also like a point of how bad the story is. We're not even going into like any of the characters or plots of this story because it's
None
like
of
it's
that
not needed.
matters.
None of it matters. Nobody's asking what's going on with the pterodactyls or whatever. Sorry, the tetraps. Nobody's asking about those. Which, all right, actually no, I do got to talk about the tetraps real quick. You know what pissed me off about them? That they talk. It's not a design that should be able to talk. You know what I'm saying?
I guess?
Like, no, you look at that design, they're a design that goes, like, not someone that's like, oh, hi, Ronnie, I'm going to be your, like, your slave.
Yeah, it seems it's a little bit weird. She has these tetrap bat creatures who are fully sentient and intelligent and can do stuff for her, but then she also has this Lacertian hostage also doing stuff for her. Other noteworthy things here. Music? What do you think of the music?
It does feel like a new era. Like, again, it feels more electronic than synthy, which I
Yeah.
think it is a new person.
To me, one, I think it can be
Yeah, it's the same composer as the new theme.
I think at times it can be like over the top, over dramatic. We just have, a Ronnie walking and it's going like bombastic. Whoa, what's going to happen? And it's just very casual, not fitting. And then also it's transitioned from like the cool synthesizer sound to like now it sounds more like a bad MIDI to me. Is that having that effect to you? Like it feels
In some
very
moments.
artificial.
Yeah, in some moments, and there's sometimes where I like this theme, but then there's other moments where I'm like, no, this isn't good. This isn't hitting well. Like I like the opening of this, the dun 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 dun. Like that stuff I think is good. It's just that there's other moments where it does not hit. It's a very mixed theme for me.
What else? What about the
I don't
ending?
like what is the ending?
The ending where
I like how I'm asking you, the person that watched this a week ago, and I watched this yesterday.
I'm even just thinking about the very, very end where the doctor gives him the cure to the killer poisonous bees that are in a disco ball in their abodes. And the leader guy pours it on the ground, saying, "It's time we stand on our own 2 feet." I'm doing a meaningless gesture
Yeah.
when their lives are actively in danger.
But do you wanna know the honest truth? When that happened, I was like, "Okay, that's kind of interesting," but also I'm like, "I don't care enough about this story. You did not
Fair
earn
enough.
this." I did you did, like, are you not similar where I'm like, "You did not earn this type of ending," of being like, "Oh, no, we need to just adapt." It's like, "No, you don't. You don't I don't care about you. You don't exist."
What about their run? They run with their arms behind them like Naruto.
Alright, Ben, best and worst special effect.
Uh, I mean, worst has to be. I mean, honestly, the Sylvester in a wig isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like it's a lot of glare, like lens flare, whatever you want to call it. It's
I just wish that they could have just asked somebody that was more in Colin Baker's size, not even in the like somebody that is more his size, that Colin Baker, right? That could have just been the outfit. And also, what I hate is that they turn them over, and you see Sylvester's face when he is turned over, and then the effect happens, and then it acts like he's changed his face, so the effect doesn't really move with him. I would have liked it if it was just
should he have regenerated before they flip him over?
they should have just yeah, or they have that bulb, and then the bulb like he has the bulb of energy. The energy goes away, they tip him over, and then it's revealed to Sylvester McCoy. Because the way it does it now, it does not look good. I like the idea is strong, but the execution is not great. Because again, it just having you already see the face when it's turned over because the effect doesn't follow it. I just wish that the effect could have lasted longer. That we could have just saw the effect ends, and then we see Sylvester's face for the first time.
Remember the fifth Doctor's regeneration and how good that looked?
Yes.
How the weight of the story really worked. Even I don't know. This it's just probably the worst looking regeneration. It's just kind of
Oh yeah.
white, and now I'm the Doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's closest to Hartnell to Troughton, but they don't have Hartnell, so it
Yeah.
just or they don't have Colin in this
But again,
case.
that was almost 25 years ago, Ben.
Yeah,
But yeah, what's best and worst special effect? I'm trying to
I mean, I
worst
can
like
rattle off a lot of worse, like the
but like
exploding
the
ball.
absolute the ball that Mel gets trapped in is really bad. That room that like they are like meditating in or doing yoga in, and the lighting in that room, it's really awkward and weird. Um,
We have a brain made out of cloth,
yeah.
and
But all right,
if
so
I
there's
had
a
to
lot of
say a
worst special effects.
best,
The
you know
best one,
what?
you know what?
Even the TARDIS at the beginning, it's 80 CG, but it doesn't look terrible.
I agree with you, but I would say the best thing that the story does, you might disagree with me. I think it pulls off the pink sky pretty well.
Yeah, I was wondering how they did that. It doesn't comparing it even just to like Mind Warp. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to
That's the best
invert
special
the
effect.
entire screen. They
No.
just were able to. I wonder how they did that because it's a
'Cause
digital
and also
camera
maybe it's just
or
it's like
tape,
blue screen, so they
whatever.
just removing the blue of the image and replacing with pink. That's how I would imagine they would do it.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Uh, other worse, the Ronnie's like laboratory entrance on the cliffside does not look good. It looks
No.
very cheap and fake.
Now, cliffhangers. Give us those cliffhangers.
One, Mel is trapped in the Rani's explosive bubble, and she screams as it rises up into the air.
Ah,
2, the Doctor hides from the Rani in the Tetrap pit, and the Rani locks the door. He's trapped.
oh no.
And 3, the Doctor is hooked up to the brain, and he convulses as it harvests his thoughts, and Mel is screaming in fear.
How is he gonna get out of this one?
What's the best one?
Neither of them. They all kind of suck.
I would say 3.
Yeah,
3
probably three, but
feels
it's not a
like
it's
the
not a good three then.
least artificial,
I guess.
if that makes sense. None of them
It's
are
not a good
great.
three. No. No, they're not.
So then, Cam, the question becomes, turning a new page on our spreadsheet, how would we rate Time and the Rani?
Is this better or worse than Trilemma? It's a little bit better.
Absolutely. He
So I'm gonna
doesn't
go 3.5.
strangle Mel, so that's
I'm gonna go three and a
automatically
half.
better.
3.5. It's not great. It's not good. It's a little bit better. It's not that much better. It's still really bad.
It's like it's like a 4.6. Bad, but not like horrendous, I thought. Which brings us to an average rating of 4.05. And to talk about the polls, we get to talk about the polls for the first time in a while.
Yes. For some reason, Doctor Who magazine thinks that the Trial of a Time was all one episode.
But this one, shocker, of Sylvester McCoy's 12 stories, this ranked number 12 in 2023, 2014, 2009, and 1998. So it's the worst seventh Doctor story.
Not a shocker. And then in 2014, the last time we did a full poll, it ranked 239. Above it was Time Lash, and below it was Fair Her. It was 239 of 241. So it's the third worst Doctor Who story ever.
Twin Dilemma is the worst, right?
Yes. And then Fair Her, and then Time of the Rani.
What doctors fear her?
10th Doctor.
Is that bad?
It's bad. I don't think it's that bad. I think probably what I'm really curious to see how Fair Her ranked if they ever did like a full poll of the last time they did it in 2023, just because it's like, you have to remember this is just a couple of years after that. I think that a lot of the fandom probably just rated it low just because it's like, oh, that's the worst one out of the lot. But
But you think comparing it to like some Jodie stuff, it might not be so bad. The
maybe
more
it's not a
modern
great
stuff.
it's not good. It's very cheesy. It tries to go for a really dark subject matter for Doctor Who. It deals with like child abuse, but like it's not great.
I guess we will see. So join us next time for Paradise Towers.
Yippee.
Don't look too excited, Cameron. Don't dread it. Open mind, Cam. Open mind.
Yes.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Peace out, everyone.